his worth, and I'm sure Dana realizes that.
All right, a few more minutes here with Brendan Schaub. You mentioned you want to see the trilogy fight with Nate Diaz, and of course, for the third fight, presumably there would be championship stakes. You got into it with Nate Diaz a little bit, or so it appeared after the fight. Was he challenging you on something relating to your fight analysis? What was that exactly?
No, yeah, I've been getting blown up about
Everyone
this.
wants a piece, yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of silly, man. So after the fight, I'm in the back. And, I was speaking with Andre Berto, Amir Khan, Terrence Crawford about the fight. And Showtime asked me to do this post-fight show interview thing. And so I'm with the Showtime executives. I'm trying to get through the back. And I see Nate by himself. Well, when I see Nate by himself, I think, oh, home team. Like, there's no UFC representatives there. We're from the same fraternity. So I see him. I don't have any issues with Nate. I see him, I go over to him. And what I was going over to him to explain is that I think he has a huge opportunity here, and not to shit on Conor McGregor and that the fact that he got stopped, but to say that, Conor did well, he actually performed well, it's good for the sport. Now I'm fighting him, I bet I can finish him in faster time than Floyd did. Something like that to get the heat of this fight going. So I was going to him to talk about that stuff. So I see him with his head down, and I go over, and I go, bro, heck of a fight, man. Hopefully you're next for the biggest UFC of all time. Going over to be cool. And he goes, oh, shit, and starts laughing. He goes, don't you feel like a moron? And I'm like, excuse me? Again, listen, bro, I'm in a suit. I got skinny jeans on and some Gucci designer shoes, for God's sake. I'm not trying to fight. And he goes, don't you feel like a moron? I go, I'm a little taken back. I'm like, excuse me? And he goes, you're talking all this shit, and your boy got tore up. And I go, Nate, what are you talking about right now? He won 4 rounds, bro. Like, he did good for us. It's good, man. This is better for you, for your fight. And he just keeps going off. And then I get it, because Nate, his first instinct is to fight. So me and him are going back and forth, which me versus him in a verbal sparring match is a bad idea for him. That's what I do for a living. So he can't come up with any new material. So then he starts calling me bitch this, bitch that. And this is where I messed up. I'm not trying to fight, man. I'm in a suit and skinny jeans. For God's sakes, I'm a dad at 34. And he's saying something. I can't understand him. I turn around and go, Nate, use your words. I can't understand a word you're saying. Use your words. And that triggered him. And then he flipped me off, started doing this stuff. And I just turned to him. I said, bro, I have 0 issues with you. Yeah. So my takeaway from this is, Nate was there, to kind of capitalize, and hopefully he's the next one in line to fight Conor. He needs to market this fight. He pointed his gun at the wrong guy. I actually like what he's doing, because at least we're talking about him now. But bro, I'm retired. I'm a comic, for God's sakes. I tell dick jokes and wear Gucci shoes. I'm not the guy. So if you need to point your gun and aim it towards Conor, man. But I was coming over to help him with marketing for the fight. That's all I was doing. So. There's no beef there on my side. I like Nate. I think emotions were high. He's in the back. There's the fight. So I get it, man. There's no hard feelings on my end.
All right. Couple rapid fire very quickly with Brendan Schaub on the way out. I know you're a coffee connoisseur. We drink a lot of shitty coffee at these UFC arenas in foreign countries. Will you drink shitty coffee? You will, right?
Oh, man, it better be pure desperation. And generally, okay. I don't. I'm a little bit of diva when it comes to that. I make few demands, but in the green room and for Showtime, they know to have some fine coffee for me.
All right, well, maybe if I establish more goodwill with the UFC, I can actually ask for some elevated coffee on the road. All right, AFC West loaded. I got to at least ask you one football question. Broncos predicted to finish, or at least projected to finish below the Raiders and the Chiefs. So over under 8.5 wins for your Denver Broncos.
Oh, come on. I like this at least 9-7. I think
so too.
I think the Chiefs are a little overhyped. Raiders are tough. Right? Raiders I like as my Super Bowl pick. And then they say, thanks, Oakland, and head to Vegas. But I like Broncos 9-7. Come on.
All right, Gennady Golovkin -140, Canelo Alvarez slight underdog at +110. Straight wager on Golovkin, submits wager. Are you with me, or are you on the other side?
I like Canelo, man. I think Canelo pulls the upset off.
All right, and finally, over under 50 live comedy shows for you in 2017. I know you've been hitting it hard.
Oh, over, for sure, over. I'm at least, I'm almost at 30 now, so I'm over for sure.
Well, I can't wait to see you perform live when I get the chance. You can find him on social media at Brendan Schaub if you want showtimes and all that stuff. Dude, we both thought your analysis for Showtime was concise and entertaining. You didn't try to step on anybody else's dicks. We give you a lot of credit for what you were able to accomplish there in a lot of challenging situations. So congratulations on a job well done. Gracious of you to hop on with us today, man, and have a great week. Thank you for your time.
Thanks, Pete.
Dude, hey, I appreciate you guys. Let me say this. I listen to a ton of podcasts, and there's a lot of trash out there, and I constantly always listen to you guys. I've told you this, John, from the start. You know this, Kenny.